In this next video series, you are going to have access to speakers from the Big Talk Academy. These speakers took my challenge of creating their video and sending it to me so I could feature them on the Big Talk on YouTube. They were not part of the virtual showcase. However, they are graduates of the Big Talk Academy, and I am super excited to share them with you here. Let's do this. Brandy Edwards is an incredible speaker who is going to talk about the corporate culture and how it's not what you think.
I had an epiphany standing in the mirror one day while wearing the smallest clothing size and being at my lowest weight as an adult. In that moment, I realized that I would never be happy with my body. I thought I would always feel like I was not good enough. While you might not believe it right now, you always have choices. You do not have to stay limited by your disempowering thoughts or actions. Staying stuck is a choice, and it robs you of your potential success. If I was at my lowest weight and smallest clothing size as an adult, you might be curious how my lack of self-acceptance was even possible. Just like happiness is a choice, self-love is also a choice. When I looked in the mirror, I felt happier about my body than I had in previous years, but my inner critic was like a toxic best friend. Rather than appreciating my body and what it was capable of doing for me in the moment, I pinched small amounts of stubborn fat on my stomach because it didn't have abs yet. And as I criticized my body in the mirror, I turned to the side and I highlighted areas of cellulite that I could see on the back of my legs. I thought to myself, if I could achieve this size and weight, then I could certainly go down another size and I could definitely lose some more weight. And that was the moment I realized I would never feel successful or fully content in my health and fitness journey. That experience, however, was years before I discovered a solution that would change my life forever. It was before I discovered self-love and curated a new definition of success. Why is all of this important for you? Your feelings and actions related to success in one area of your life, it has a ripple effect on your feelings and actions in other areas of your life. Now, by society standards, it could be argued that I was successful in light of my physical appearance and the changes I'd made to my body. I'd transformed my body to fit an arbitrary standard of beauty that so many people strive to achieve. Fortunately, I now know that being thin is not synonymous with being healthy or happy or successful. And I'm self-diagnosing myself here, but I'm confident I suffered from body dysmorphia, which is certainly not uncommon. It's hard to see ourselves as others might see us. My attention was focused on my perceived flaws and physical appearance, flaws that might have been minor or undetectable to others, but appeared very prominent to me. Although body dysmorphia is typically associated with the body, what about the concept of success dysmorphia? I would define such as never realizing or being satisfied with your achievements, whereby someone's constantly pushing that goalpost further and further away, never acknowledging how successful they truly are. I would also argue that self-love is part of the solution to success dysmorphia. But it's important that you know success is subjective. Therefore, I invite you to redefine what success means to you. To implement more self-love in your life while simultaneously becoming more successful in your own life, I will share 3 actions that you can incorporate into your daily routine. Number 1, accept yourself without conditions. However, that does not mean that you should become careless with your body or your life. Accepting yourself without conditions means you do not have to wait on something in the future to occur before you can love yourself right now. When you can accept yourself and your body, it helps you learn how to accept other areas of your life. You can choose to feel good enough at any given moment, even if you have goals. I first learned how to accept myself in the moment by practicing yoga And yoga changed my life. My instructor encouraged the entire class every single time to come to the mat to feel and not to accomplish. And while I wanted to improve my flexibility in the postures and become stronger, it was my mind that became stronger first. Yoga taught me to accept my body and ultimately myself in any given moment, even if I wanted to become better, both on and off of the mat. I invite you to give yourself permission to love yourself while you work on yourself, which means love yourself during the work, not after it. Number 2, making empowering choices. When you're struggling and you're feeling stressed, you can always choose to be productive or you can choose to be destructive. Strive to evolve into a better version of yourself mentally and physically and spiritually and personally and professionally. Choose self-care over self-sabotage and celebrate yourself every single time that you do. Acknowledge your efforts and be proud of yourself for trying. Over 2.5 years ago, I made a decision to stop drinking for 6 months as I worked on new fitness goals in an extremely healthy way, unlike I had done in previous years. The clarity that I began to receive without alcohol led me on an epic self-discovery journey. My personal and professional life became better in so many ways, including my decision to take inspired action towards my passion projects. I continue to count the days that I replaced alcohol with kombucha and nourishing teas and sparkling water, all while elevating my experience in a wine glass. Know that you can make empowering choices so that you become the person that you want to be and the person that you know you are at your core. Those choices are always available to you. But make sure you have grace and compassion for yourself along the way. Number 3, follow your happiness and say no to things that drain your energy. And say yes to things that light you up and energize your spirit and help you get lost in the moment. Take courageous action towards what your soul is calling you to do. Several years ago, I was unhappy and unfulfilled in different aspects of my life. I felt like I was stuck and I was just going through the motions. And I knew that change requires action. So that's what I did. I took action. I read books that changed my life. I invested in myself and I attended events and put myself in rooms with like-minded people. I went on 2 solo trips to New York City, all the way from Dallas, Texas, and I learned and I discovered so much more about myself every time. I empowered myself with experiences. I got out of my comfort zone and I stopped allowing fear to hold me back. I chose to be strong and courageous and live a purpose-driven life. Take action and practice courage in your own life. Your time is limited, so every second left, you should consciously choose to do more things that make you happy and feed your soul. Accepting yourself without conditions, making empowering choices, and following your happiness will allow you to become successful beyond your wildest dreams. Now, can you be successful without self-love? I've certainly considered the possibility of such, but if you're not accepting who you are creating a ceiling to your own success. Adopting a lifestyle centered around self-love will help you elevate your life personally and professionally. Your potential for success is limitless when you make a courageous commitment to simply love yourself.
Thank you for going on this journey with me and my speakers from the Big Talk Academy. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get access to my latest videos. I love when people write in the comments and I will always respond to you. Big love.